I'm AJ Wood, and you're watching episode number 7 of I Create Content. Thanks for joining me on today's show. I appreciate you being here, and if you caught Friday's episode last week, you saw how to use smart filters to selectively blur an image. Today I'm responding to reader comments regarding the crop tool inside of Photoshop. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, before I begin with the crop tool, I'm going to bring up the image size dialog box. And I want you to notice that if I uncheck resample, notice how the pixel dimensions in the image are locked. So this means no matter what print size I specify, no matter what resolution I specify, that sport bike rider, if he's 400 by 800 pixels worth of information, that won't change. Right? So if I uncheck resample, the pixel dimensions are locked, the integrity of the image stays the same. If I check resample, now when I size up, I add pixels to the image. When I scale down, I subtract pixels from the image. Either way, the pixel dimensions change and the integrity of the image changes. So let me cancel out of this. If you want to know more specifically about sizing images in Photoshop, go to ajwood.com/ps image size. Let's take a look at the crop tool. Here I've got the crop tool selected. It is just C for crop. Notice I have a width field, height, and resolution. I'm going to specify a width of 6 inches, a height of 4 inches. I'm going to leave the resolution blank. I'll go ahead and draw out my crop marquee. Go ahead and position this. Notice the nice rule of thirds guides I get in CS5. And here I've got my sport bike rider right there in the crosshairs. That's great. I'm cutting out the sign in the background. I can go ahead and hit enter to commit that change. If we take a look at this image, I cropped it to a 4:6. I'll bring up the image size dialog box. Take a look at the dialog box. Over on my right hand side over here, you can see it is a 4:6 print, but notice the resolution has dropped down to under 300 pixels. So if I want to specify the resolution, I'm going to have to type that out. But the key thing I want to mention here, the integrity of the image didn't change. I did crop out and throw away some pixel information, but cropping an image, specifying the width and height and leaving the resolution blank is the same thing as unchecking resample in the image size dialog box. Watch as I crop this again 4:6 inches, but this time I'm going to specify 300 pixels per inch for the resolution. I'll draw the crop box out to the same exact size. Only change this time as I specify the resolution. Picture looks the same on screen. Watch what happens when I bring up the image size dialog box. Now we have an exact size. It's a 4:6, 300 dots per inch, but look at the pixel dimensions. They're actually greater than what I had before. Because if you take the resolution, you multiply it by the width and height in pixels, or excuse me, in inches, it'll tell you the total pixel count that you need. So once again, you can find out more about image sizing specifically at ajwood.com/ps image size. Let's look at some more crop tool tricks. Right, if I go ahead and just hit the clear button, this will allow me to draw the crop box whatever size I want. Right, so if you've ever dealt with the crop box and it has been a fixed size and you can't seem to draw it other than a fixed size, just hit the clear button before you crop. Now, one question I get quite a bit is how can I increase the canvas of a picture? Well, a quick way to increase the canvas of a picture is to use the crop tool. So notice that I can draw the crop tool or drag the crop tool beyond the boundaries of the image, and if I simply hit the enter key and commit the crop, now I have a border. But I know what you're thinking. What if I don't want a border? Or hey, your border's white, but my border on my picture is a different color. Well, take a look at my toolbar. Your background color determines what that border color will be. More importantly, if I undo and I bring up my layers panel, double-clicking and unlocking the background layer is going to ensure that when I make my crop marquee, I'll have a transparent background. So this time I'm going to go ahead and just size this, move this into place, and now when I hit enter to commit the crop, now I have my image and it's on a transparent background. If I bring back up the layers panel, you can see it is indeed on transparency. That means I can move the picture wherever I want here and even move it to another layer. So those have been some quick crop tool tricks inside of Photoshop. It's a Monday. We're keeping it short today. I'm AJ Wood. As always, appreciate you tuning in Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So you guys have a great afternoon. I'll see you on Wednesday.